are somebody who is interested in breastfeeding even a little bit, and I have no idea, or I've been struggling, or want to learn about it, or I've heard a lot of things about it and not sure where to get what kind of resources, this is for you. Whatever choice a mom makes or a family makes about how they want to feed their kid, it's all perfect, and it's just perfect. There's nothing at all wrong. And breastfeeding your child is a natural, is the way the nature has designed to feed our babies when they're younger. And I am a true believer of wean, let them wean, let them wean by themselves when they know, when they're so smart to know when they're full, and they get a stop nursing, or like they stop taking their feed. They also know when to stop breastfeeding as well. That's my belief, or that's what I've learned. So the next thing I want to jump into is my breastfeeding journey and how it could help you also relate to it. So I when I breastfed my older one in 2015, he was my son. When he was born, he had tongue tie. I had no idea what a tongue tie is. The lactation consultant at the hospital didn't tell me anything about it. All she said is he has latching. We have to. She taught me how to latch. It was hard. Only she knew how to, latch him on. And I came home next 6 hours. I couldn't latch him, and we were like all over. We were like, I was crying, like it was hard for me. And my husband said, let's give him formula and let him sleep, he's really hungry. And we did that. And the very next morning, luckily my gynecologist asked me, when she came to see me at the visit, asked me what is my choice of feeding my son. I said breastfeeding. And she gave me a beautiful lactation consultant's contact. I know we get lactation consultants come see us in the hospital. That's not at all enough if you have breastfeeding issues. If you are doing well, it's great. You don't need anything more. But if you're a first time mom and things like that, you have issues, trust me, you really, really need a lactation consultant to support you. And so this is what happened. Luckily, I called, and she was one of the best in the town, and she supported me so well. I paid once, and she supported me for like next 2-3 months fully. I used to go to her at least once or twice a week. And the background noise here is my daughter swing. She's taking a nap. Excuse for that. And yeah, she made a huge difference. We had to go to the New York City to get the tongue tie removed. Until then, I kept remembering that it's demand and supply, and I kept nursing him. He was a slow latcher. He had a major tongue tie, and I used to pump to hold the flow. I used to have some sort of supplements and all of that. And and that's my journey. So the resources I want to share with you about for a greater breastfeeding journey is one is, there is a beautiful group called Breastfeeding Support for Indian Mothers. It has around 135K or something members all around the world. It says Indian mothers, but all mothers can join that group. They're so incredible. You can have any of you. It's like a ongoing support for you. It supported me so much. Even though I had a lactation consultant, I used to watch what people say in that group, and it made a huge difference to me. Actually, that group is what gave me this. I learned about I could allow my son to wean by himself when he's ready. When I was breastfeeding my son, I was like 6 months and I'm done. But actually, that group inspired me. Just watching those posts, what people are sharing, I got inspired to go as long as my son wanted it. And my lactation consultant was taking me one day at a time. She was so great. When I had to go back to work at 9 weeks, she supported me. She was there all through. And even now she's there. And for Anika, we didn't have any issues at all. For my daughter, who is 4 months old, we are doing really great. No flow issue, no latching issues, nothing like that. and what you eat matters a lot. I can see the difference. I am eating much more fiber rich food. I eat plant-based food. I've been eating plant-based food for last 5 years, and it's highly rich in fiber. I mostly eat less processed food. I eat more brown rice, more legumes, vegetables, fruits, and things like that. Fats, unprocessed fat. I eat like fats as natural as possible, like coconut in my curry, over using coconut oil. That's how I eat for the most part. But do whatever works for you. But I fiber rich food. And remember, breastfeeding is demand and supply. And one thing I want to tell you, ladies, don't be ashamed. It's a big deal. And it is something so important for you and your child. It's not personal. Everybody of late has issues with breastfeeding. It's gone are those days when it was very natural. I think even when my mother-in-law was nursing, she had an issue at that age in 80s. So it's not personal. It is not something you failed at. I felt that way too for my son. When I went to the pediatrician his second week, and she said is not gained back his birth weight. I was devastated, and my lactation consultant supported me so beautifully. So I want to tell you, it is not at all. It is not something personal. Nothing to be ashamed of. Take support, take all the support, take support from this group, Facebook group, Breastfeeding Support for Indian Mothers. I am going to put all that in description. And also there is kellymom.com. It's beautiful. They've explained things better. And find a lactation consultant near you. The one in the hospital is not just enough. Find somebody, ask your friends, or check out in Breastfeeding Support for Indian Mothers. Find somebody you can trust, a lactation consultants. Now they're available even on Zoom and stuff, and take their support until you both have got the journey fully handled. Take the support until then. And what else do you need? Don't let go of your lactation consultant until it's really gotten there. You the journey is going well. And you would go through ups and downs until it's all settled in, but hang in there. Once you get a hang of it, it's the best way you could bond with your child and feed your child. It's so easy, so flexible, I'll tell you. I nursed my older one for 4 years, 8 months. When I was pregnant for my second, I asked him, I have tenderness, what do you think, can you stop? He said yes, with ease and grace. He was hardly nursing for a minute or so by then, but I used to still make a lot of milk. I credit it to the way I ate. And I eat a fully plant-based food since 5 years. I'm going to talk in another video about how that helped me have a natural birthing with my daughter using hypnobirthing technique. I had an almost pain-free birth. It was hardly 30-40 minutes of labor, which was like amazing. So I'm going to talk about that in the next video, but this is what I wanted to come by and talk about. Breastfeeding support, and all the very best. I'm going to give all the information below in the description. I hope this video made a difference for you. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for supporting me. Bye, and let's keep rocking.